Hello there. Right, kitty. Right, this is diary entry for the 18th of November. Now, well, what a day it turned out to be. Now, obviously, the day has finished, so yeah, we could leave because I don't have an app plan, whatever. I was due to get up for 10:15, as I reported yesterday. I was due to come into social welfare for 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, being today, or whatever, right? I was due to get up for 10:15 a.m. and I was to come back again, like I said, otherwise my payment would be suspended or stopped. So fearing this I got ready, however, as the same mistake made in that the last time I set the alarm for AM instead of PM. The other way around. I set it for PM instead of AM. The fact that I woke up around 9:15, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. As I was checking my phone to see is it time to get up, etc. So I've been doing that for a few days actually now. So at 10:35 AM I got up quickly wondering why the alarm never went up, so I'm glad to report that I was on time, well almost at 11:04 am. Anyway, whatever. However, while cycling, I kept getting calls from mom, and I was telling her that I'm cycling and I cannot accept calls, because the thing was literally screaming, the phone I mean, or looming, whatever. There was a white car beside me and with the word revenue on it. And at first, I actually thought it was a cop, but the fact he said revenue, who knew they had their own cars, like, come on, like. Like I actually thought they were cops. So eventually I met mom at social welfare. I should say at the social welfare. While waiting around, mom asked me about the job place. Now what I mean by that, when I get the spelling right, what I mean by that is could the guy have meant, you see, when the guy was telling me, where's that thing? There we are. No, because when the guy was telling me be back for 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, he said here, but could that mean the other building, which is in Trio where the falls used to be? Because that's part of the whole building as well? I don't know. So when my mother mentioned this, I only copped on until she mentioned it to me. And I said, oh god. So I got increasingly nervous and anxious, as if I wasn't bad enough. So I got a ticket for desk 29, or as I call it, personally myself, they don't call it that, information desk, because every time you want to find out anything about your current payment or whatever it is you want to know about social welfare in general in the country, you go to that place, obviously waiting around. But that aside, so when my number was called, I was required to wait around for a further few minutes for my name to be called. He didn't call me. Now, the young lad, which I've seen him around a few times, he's very, how to describe him in the nicest of ways. Words cannot even describe how nice he was, considering. First, he gets my name wrong. He says something like Georgian Stanley, something like that. Georgian Senescu is my official title, right? But people call me, well, this guy anyway in particular, Georgian, which is what I don't mind because the Irish can't really pronounce my name, first name, right? But the surname he got it all RC. That's all I can say. I can't even pronounce the way he said it. But anyway, he called me. He didn't even call me in private. He said, my name Georgine Stanescu. Well, his version. Come back at 3 o'clock. Now, think about this, guys, alright? He doesn't seem to know what the word manners is. I don't get whether he's working for the government or for the Pope. I was thinking about this last night when I was sleeping. What else do I think about it other than trying to get to sleep? We are the customers for the government of Ireland, right? So, in that, what I mean by that is the way he treated myself and my mother, in particular my mother. She got more so everything. But basically what I'm trying to say is that he literally says, come back at 3 o'clock. Now, we were waiting an hour, alright? So first we were waiting an hour for the desk. Wait for desk 29 because there was a lot of people. Obviously, that bit we could not help. So obviously we cannot blame social welfare for that, right? But then, only to be told to come in for 11 o'clock, then to be told to come back at 3. Yeah, clearly he's got time issues of his own accord, right? He could have told me that by text or something, right? like, or whatever. I don't know, but he could have told me that. So then I was getting very pissed off. But Mom, oh jeez, she gave him the fireworks, no bother. She really put them all in their place. So we eventually got talking to a gentleman who knew his manners. I appreciated him for his mannerisms. That's a pet peeve of mine, is as if some people actually do know that. The reason Mom came in, the first thing was you see, this is the reason I said about the job yesterday. As of today, the 18th of November, well now it's the 20th of November, which is the wee hours in the morning, so the 20th is not really officially full, or started anyway. It's because I actually don't have a job. And I'll get that back, I'll get onto that right this second. The reason being is, I was thinking this last night myself personally, alright? That I was thinking that I do whatever the social worker tell me, like come in, do the interview at 3 o'clock. That's what the guy who doesn't seem to have manners. And I wouldn't mind he's younger, cute, but right old bastard. But anyway, my point being is that I would have done whatever they said to me, right? So come in at 11 o'clock. Okay, come at 3 o'clock. I'd have done that, and he said it was for an interview. So assuming I get the job, because they want me off that list as much as possible, quickly as possible I should say. So that said, I would have said, if they were to give me the job, which I assume they would, and I have an issue with my back, that's the biggest thing to trigger, the back. He's not the best these days, and hasn't been for several years now. As it happens, that if I were to be lifting big machinery, because coming home today being on the 19th of November, which I'll explain it tomorrow, in the next video, alright? I was actually thinking, could also the back have been done away with? Not when I was messing with my sister a few years ago, I literally my back, but not because of that. Could be also because I was actually lifting PCs, heavy machinery, boxes, doing them all up, and then bringing everything down in Trinity Biotech. I have a funny feeling, because it's just the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. I was lifting, and me being the macho man, thinking like, oh, I want to do everything. If the boss said, I want you to bring 10 pieces down to some guy, well, not some guy, God, he wouldn't mind that for Christmas present. What I mean is, say some guy in what's it called, or just in manufacturing is what they call it these days, because I was in a manufacturing facility where they did all the manufacturing. We obviously ourselves in the PC area, or in an office area, right? But and at times I would be required to go on site, being so some guy from production is what they call it. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, production. He say, "Oh, we need a new PC," or so has joined the team and he or she needs a new PC and all that. Well, then my fellow over in the office would say, well, you know what to do, George. Grab a new PC from storage, I think they call it, whatever, in the server room, and bring a new PC down there. So, okay, no bother. And me being the macho man, because I was thinking time, not myself, the time. Is there me going backwards and forwards for the monitor, the PC, the desktop machine, itself? You know, the big tower, and Dell towers and doors, they were pretty heavy. So I said, just bring them all in one go, and obviously the keyboard and the mouse, and yada yada yada. Well, they could have been an added benefit to my back. But I'd say more so was because of the psychological issues I endured with the coming out. That's what also played a part. Anyway, as usual, I get off the beaten track. My point being is, I have no job. I'm officially being declared as not mental, what's the word I'm looking for? Disability benefits. That's the official title, right? Now, as I said, that's the reason my mother came as well. She herself told me that she was extremely worried that I would accept whatever social worker told me, and as the guy who's known as the A team, I don't know his name, but the A team says, we do not give out jobs. It is up to you guys to go and look it up yourselves, right? On the net. Well, 2015, that's what that's what jobs are these days, you know. So they only give out, I think, the basic jobs or something. They said. My mother explained it all to me. Something like, oh, they can't get so and so to do cleaning, but yet Emil is my friend Emil. He's in a contract company, so there has to be such men or whatever. My point being is that that's the reason she was here, because she was worried that I would accept whatever social welfare gave me, but my back would be the killer. And she was worried that if I were to handle these commercial machinery, that my back would be a killer. So that said, so now I have a set. He wrote out how would you describe requirements to sort out this issue, because currently it's actually an issue or a case is what they call it. So I have to get a medical certificate from the doctor after the guy who's the nicey you would call him, because the other guy fucked off. Not that he's got any manners, but whatever. He, after nicey fella, says, "Yep, we know what to do with you, so don't worry about that." So afterwards, Mum treated me to a lot of lasagna and soup in cucina, which my friend Todd has been. We go in an odd time here and there, you know. So I booked an appointment for the doctor to get the certificate, which, as happens, lo and behold, was the same day. So it was handy. So I came home, scratched my arse. Yeah, right. And what did I do? I think just one or two TV shows. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it was time to go to. Oh no, I went to the outhouse. How are you? Yeah, to relax after Harold. Because literally, to me, my mother was treating them and they were treating her. I literally wanted to burst out crying with the amount of mental trauma I was going through. I literally wanted, like, the time my sister caught, or not, or catch is the right term. Like recently, I broke down on the phone over the phone to her about something, whatever it was, you know, that sort of thing. I literally wanted to burst out crying because it's really harrowing the way they were treating her and myself. Because when they said at the window, which is where we're talking, true, like he said, "Oh, we're gonna do," and all was going to be, oh, what the hell, my payment or whatever was going to be mine, because I can't remember now. So one thing I do remember is I literally wanted to burst out crying. I remember they're trying to have me to get out of the place, because I remember saying at the end, just before we headed off to Cucina's, which is the Italian restaurant, I just want to get the hell out of here. I said to her, I said to her, let's get the hell out of here. I said to her, that's all. Agreed, George. So we headed off to Cucina's. So then I headed on to the outhouse to relax. Was reading the GCN magazine, a few other things. Looked at for the price of the GCN magazine, not bad a price, 13 or 29 euros a year. So that's what, if you do your math, let's just see where Chrome Note divided by 12. Yes, less than just about €2, almost $2.50 a month. Like, come on, it's not that bad in all fairness. Something on subscribing to, but when I have the cash in the account, of course. So then, I wanted to go to the French embassy. As you all know, unfortunately, the French attack to the Paris attacks occurred on worst day of all, Friday the 13th. Like, jeez. But anyway, moving on. I wanted to go to lend my support by signing the book of condolence. However, when I arrived, there was a couple of people there, and I then headed back home. Now, I asked the guy, who obviously didn't have a clue what I was talking about. I don't even think he knew this issue actually occurred, the French tax. But anyway, I said to myself, God, was his hand in the sand or something? Or under a rock? The fact he didn't even know what I was talking about? Anyway, so I then headed back home. And then about an hour or so, I headed on to the doctor's. And lo and behold, my mother was there again. I was at the appointment literally for a few minutes. And that's how basically what it was. So now, my doctor says that having scoliosis, which the medicinal term is dorsal spinal scoliosis, he says it is not a disability allowance contestant, as in what he means by that is that I'm able to walk around, do stuff for a job or whatever, you know. So what I mean, having scoliosis does not entitle me to a disability allowance. Only time will tell. So if anything arises, that the chief medical will be in contact with my doctor. So for now, I will be required to make a doctor's appointment every single week. My God, I'm gonna have to get used to it anyway. Which, as I said to Mom, is bull. But to get a new MO1 cert, which is the first part, and then the second part, which, when I say part, I mean week actually. Second week onwards, I get an MC something, which the doctor will know what I'm talking about. So that's basically it for the diary, the 18th of November. So I'll speak to you soon in the last ever diary video logs. Well, when I say ever, I don't mean ever it's being shut down or anything. I mean it's going to be until the event at hand. Basically what I'm trying to say is all my archiving has been complete. Like, isn't it unreal? I spent the whole day and I'm going to continue on. So I'll speak to you all soon in the next